Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Del Valle High School here in southeast Austin, Texas. Merle Bertrand back with you here at the ballpark. Lynn DeSalvo back at the comfy, cozy Vype Live studios, better known as his living room sofa. Keeping an eye and an ear on the broadcast to make sure that we're staying on the air and looking and sounding as good as we possibly can. As the Vipers getting ready for game number 2. They'll be the visitors in this one against the homestanding Del Valle Cardinals. As I mentioned in the first game, I got to see Del Valle out on Liberty Hill on Friday night. Pretty good ball club. Coming in with an 0-3 mark, however, this season, but they battled a pretty good Liberty Hill team to a 6-4 loss out there at Panthers Field on Friday night. Vipers, as I mentioned, the visitors in this one, coming in here with a 3-1 mark after a 6-0 win over a good Belton ball club. 6 runs in the 6th inning to seal the deal there. Completely different lineup for Coach Hickle's Vipers. It'll be Braden Buchanan DHing in this ball game. He's leading it off. DHing for the catcher Hudson Lilly. Gavin Shattuck's batting second out in left field. Landon Thomason moving from first base over to third base and batting third. Tyler Hubbard will get the start for the Vipers on the hill, batting cleanup. Clayton Moore moving from the outfield up to second base to bat fifth. Connor Freeman, the DH last game, now playing first base in this game, batting sixth. Cade Cunningham getting the start in right field, batting seventh. Jack Nelson getting the start in center field, batting eighth. And Simon Baker at shortstop, batting ninth for the Vipers. So Buchanan, Shattuck, Thomason, Hubbard, Moore, Freeman, Cunningham, Nelson, and Baker, the batting order for the VandeGrift Vipers. I'm still filling in my defensive card here, so bear with me just a minute. As I can tell you, infield third to first, it's Roberto Velasquez over at third. Can't write and talk at the same time. Roberto Velasquez, Diego Sandoval, Jacob Lopez, and Julian Faz, the infield third to first. Brandon Lara, the left fielder. Out in center field is Pedro Gutierrez, and right fielder is Ben Rodriguez. And behind the plate for Del Valle is Christian Mendoza. And on the hill is Jordan Rico. Rico, really nice job pitching against Liberty Hill that I saw on Tuesday. What is today? Tuesday night. Yeah, it was Tuesday night. Let me finish filling in my defensive chart here. As Braden Buchanan steps in to lead it off. And Diego Mendez, the pitcher for the Del Valle Cardinals. So here's Buchanan to lead it off. And the first pitch in game number 2 is swung on, lifted, foul out of play to the right side, and we're underway. Strike one to Buchanan. One and one the count. Buchanan 1 for 3 in the earlier game. Singleton scored. One pitch. Pitch down, low, ball 2. If you weren't with us this morning, brand new ballparks built on top of the old facility. It used to be grass and everything, a brand new field turf. Got here today, the electricity was not on. We're running off of a generator right now, but they've gradually been bringing the ballpark to life with the lights and the scoreboard. That ball fouled out of play to the right side. I hope they put gas in the generator, otherwise it'll be a short broadcast. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2. Misses outside, ball 3. Three-two pitch. Slapped to the left side and gobbled up by the third baseman Velasquez over to first base to Julian Faz, and the 5-3 putout one away. So one out. That'll bring up Gavin Shaddix, the left fielder. One out, base is empty. And the first pitch up high, ball one. Shaddix 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a run scored. Yeah, that pitch up high and the count 2-0. Game time temperature here in Del Valle. A San Diego-like 77 degrees under sunny skies. A couple of cloudy wisps, a little bit of a breeze kicking up. That ball slapped out in the left field for a base hit. Velasquez diving for it, but couldn't get to it in time, and Shaddix is aboard with a one-out single to the left, and that'll bring up Landon Thomason. Thomason looking for his first hit of the afternoon, 0 for 3 in the first game. Swung on, popped up right side. Looks like the ballpark might hold it. And drifting over into foul territory to make the catch is Julian Foz. He's a good ball player. He squeezes it for out number 2. 2 outs, runner at first. That'll bring up the pitcher Tyler Hubbard trying to help his own cause. That pitch in there for a called strike. Hubbard, an RBI single in the 6th inning. Swings at that one way out in front of it, and he's behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. So in the inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, home on the left on base. We play through 1/2 of an inning. VANDEGRIFT nothing, and the Del Valle Cardinals coming up. Del Valle batting order looks like this. Diego Sandoval, the shortstop, to lead it off. Diego Mendez, the pitcher, batting second. Jacob Lopez at second base, batting third. Julian Foz, the first baseman, in the cleanup spot. Jordan Rico, the DH, in the 5th spot for the catcher, Christian Mendoza. Pedro Gutierrez in center field, batting 6th. Roberto Velasquez over at third base, batting 7th. Brandon Lara out in left field, batting 8th. And Ben Rodriguez, the right fielder, batting 9th. So Sandoval, Mendez, Lopez, Faz, Rico, Gutierrez, Velasquez, Lara, and Rodriguez is the batting order for Coach Stephen Hutcherson's, or Coach Brad Bohannon's Del Valle Cardinals. 0-3 on the young season, coming off an 11-17 campaign last year that saw them go 3-11 in District 26 6A. So VANDEGRIFT 3-1, Del Valle 0-3. The Viper defense, again, a completely different lineup from what we saw in the first game. Gavin Shaddix, Jack Nelson, Cade Cunningham, your outfield left to right. Landon Thomason, Simon Baker, Clayton Moore, and Connor Freeman, your infield third to first. Hudson Lilly behind the plate. And Tyler Hubbard on the hill for the VANDEGRIFT Vipers. All right, so here we go to the bottom half of the first inning. Email is open. I can't tell if you can see the whole thing down there at the bottom or not. It's supposed to be voiceofthevipers@gmail.com. All one word plural. Give a shout out to your favorite player on either side. Let us know where you're tuning the broadcast from. Hopefully we're helping you pass the time here on a Thursday afternoon. Make sure to hide the computer screen when the boss walks by, or Chromecast it and turn the whole office into Vipers fans. What the heck? A Sandoval steps in and swings and misses, strike one. Brushes him off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Construction crews working in the background. In at the knees, called strike 2. Del Valle really building up their athletic facilities here. Brought the football stadium up to speed last year. And now, as I mentioned, brand new turf here for the baseball and softball programs. Down low in the count, 2-2. I'm still partial to grass, the way God meant baseball to be played, but I get it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball slapped in the air to the right side. It's going to drop in there for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Sandoval, and that'll bring up Diego Mendez, the pitcher, with nobody out. Shows bunt, gets it down. And Hubbard will take the sure out at first. A 1-3 sacrifice by Mendez for out number 1. And a move Sandoval up to second base for Jacob Lopez. So Lopez will step in with the runner at second base and 1 away. Chopper, and that ball is going to be knocked down. The throw to first from the seat of his pants, not in time. Having to come off the bag was Connor Freeman, but good effort there by Simon Baker. Got a glove on it, but it's going to be an infield single for Lopez. On the play, Sandoval up to third, so runners at the corners with 1 out for Julian Foz. Good off-speed pitch in there for call strike 1. And time is called. There goes the runner. Pitch up high, the throw down, and they're going to get him. Now they got to come home, and they're going to get it home in time. Nice job there by the Viper defense. Good throw by Hudson Lilly. And a good tag put on. I think that was more on the tag. So Lopez is out, caught stealing. 2 away now. Runner still at third, but now 2 away. Swung on, foul. I believe it's a ball and 2 strikes here to Faz. 2 outs, runner at third, that's Sandoval. Misses outside, and the count goes 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. The pitch from Hubbard. In the called strike 3. Beautiful pitch. And Tyler Hubbard works his way out of the jam to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 more left on base. We play through 1 complete. We'll go to inning number 2. You are watching VANDEGRIFT VIPERS Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
Become a Vype Insider today. Access breaking news in high school sports. Enjoy premium articles and exclusive coverage written by expert analysts, and watch exclusive videos, documentaries on programs in your area. It's only $2.99 a month if you subscribe for the monthly plan. If you go for the yearly plan, it rounds out to just $1.99 a month. It costs you only $24 a year to get all of your Vype news throughout the entire year. Subscribe today. What are you waiting for? It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Become a Vype Insider. $2.99 a month, $23.99 for the whole year. Hey, it's Vype. We will see you at the games.
Oh, and 2 the count. Sorry, my audio got turned off for just a sec, but we're back now. No balls, 2 strikes. Clayton Moore with a bunt single. And then the delayed steal attempt, and the throw is not going to be in time, and Moore has himself a stolen base. So Moore led off the ingle with a bunt single that rolled about 4 feet, and he steals second. The count now 1-2 to Connor Freeman. Off the bat handle, drifting towards the foul territory. That ball is foul. Fairway to left the bat, but it looked like a bad golf slice. And the count remains 1-2 to Freeman. One-two pitch. That ball ripped down the right field line. That is going to be in there for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner around. Here comes the throw to the plate. They got a chance. And they got him. So a base hit for Freeman to right field. But right fielder Rodriguez getting to it quickly. And Moore is cut down at the plate for out number 1. On the throw to the plate, Freeman moves up to second base. And now one out, runner still at second base. And that'll be Cade Cunningham stepping in with one away. That pitch floats in there, called strike one. Pitch down low. They count 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 aboard here in the second. Pitch up high. The 2-1 pitch coming from Mendez. Boom, foul straight back overhead, and the count goes 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pulled the string on that one. And Cunningham couldn't adjust to it. 2 away now for Jack Nelson. Freeman still standing at second base, but now 2 out. He shows bunt, pushes it over to the right side. The only play is going to be at first, and he got him. A nice play by the pitcher, Diego Mendez. Got off the hill quickly. And the Vipers are done here in the second. No runs on 2 hits, no errors. Roman to left on base. A runner thrown out at home plate. And we'll move to the bottom half of inning number 2. Still no score here in Del Valle. This is Vandegrifts Vipers Baseball on Vype Live. Welcome back to Del Valle. We move to the bottom half of the second inning. 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up here for the Cardinals. Jordan Rico, Pedro Gutierrez, and Roberto Velasquez due up. So here's Rico stepping in from the left side. First pitch from Tyler Hubbard right down the pipe for strike 1. Thanks again to Linda Salvo, keeping an eye and an ear on everything for us here this afternoon. And swinging a miss, strike 2. Hubbard quickly ahead of Rico. No balls and 2 strikes. Right-hander working quickly. The 0-2 pitch just missed outside, and the count 1-2. Foul back to the screen, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. High and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hubbard with the 2-2 pitch. In there, called strike 3 in the inside corner. Beautiful pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts for Hubbard. And with 1 away, that'll bring up the center fielder, Pedro Gutierrez. Just missed down low, ball 1. Lifted in the air to the right side up against the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in there for a strike. 1-2. One hops up to the plate, and the count 2-2. Tap foul, and the count remains 2-2. Ooh, and that hits him. So Gutierrez aboard with 1 out. And that'll bring up Roberto Velasquez. So 1 out, 1 aboard for Velasquez here in the 2nd inning. And the pitch down low, ball 1. Checks the swing, but in there for a call strike anyway. 1 ball, 1 strike. That ball slapped to the right side, out in the right field for a base hit. And Gutierrez will stay at second base. The runners at first and second with 1 away for Brandon Lara. And this one bunted, and they're going to go to third. The throw was in time to get the lead runner. Didn't have to put on the tag, but they got him anyway. Alert play there by Tyler Hubbard. As they go 1-5 for the 2nd out of the inning. Velasquez up to second base, Lara up to first in the fielder's choice, but now 2 away. And that'll bring up right fielder Ben Rodriguez. And the pitch up high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Hubbard keeping an eye on Velasquez. And now they're going to snap throw down from Lilly. Pretty good throw. But the runner gets back. Two balls, no strikes to Rodriguez. There goes the pitch at 2-0. Outside corner for called strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball. And it's going to get out to the outfield for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner around. The throw coming in. They got a chance, and they got a save. They're going to call him save. Roberto Velasquez just managed to evade the tag by Buchanan, and it's going to go as an RBI single for Rodriguez. 1-0 Del Valle. Close play at the plate. So Velasquez scores to make it 1-0. Back to the top of the order we go to Sandoval. Lara moves up to third. And Rodriguez moved up to second on the throw. So runners still at second and third with 2 away. 1-0 Cardinals on top. Sandoval with a single in the first inning. Off speed in there, call strike one. That pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That ball hit in the air to right center field. But drifting over and making the catch is Jack Nelson to retire the side. But in the inning, Del Valle breaks out on top 1-0. They get the 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, helped out by a hit batter, and 2 runners left on base. We played through 2. We will go to the 3rd. You are watching Vandegrifft Vipers Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
It's 25 pitches. But the Vipers have put some base runners aboard. They've got 3 hits off of them already. So they just got to keep at it here. So here we go. Simon Baker will step in to lead off the Viper third. Baker, reach on a fielder's choice, also reach on an error in the early game against Belton. And looks at the first pitch up high, ball one. Pitch up high, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. That ball slapped out in the left field, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Actually, it doesn't get through. Their shortstop, Diego Sandoval, covered a lot of ground and got a glove on it. But it's an infield single for Baker. And the Vipers have a base runner for a third straight inning. Back to the top of the order we go to Braden Buchanan. Baker, pretty decent speed. That ball slapped to the shortstop. He's going to gobble it up, go to second for one. The throw to first, no throw. They'll just get the force. So 6-4 Sandoval to Lopez to take care of Baker for the first out of the inning. Buchanan's aboard on a fielder's choice. One away for Gavin Shaddix. Shaddix a single in the first. Tap again to the left side. This time the third baseman to go over to second for one. The throw to first, and that's not in time. So Velasquez to Lopez that time to eliminate Buchanan. 2 outs. Shaddix aboard on the fielder's choice for Landon Thomason. So an infield single, then 2 straight force outs. 2 outs, runner still at first. And the pitch up high, ball one to Landon Thompson. He fouled out to the first baseman, Foz, back in the first inning. Swung on, good cut. Fouls it back to the screen, strike one. Swing and a miss, good heat. And the count 1-2 to Thompson. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Thompson is out on strikes to retire the side. So in the inning for the Vipers, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, Roman to left on base. We'll move to the bottom half of inning number 3. Still 1-0, Del Valle on top. So for the Cardinals in the bottom of the third, it'll be the heart of their order. Mendez, Lopez, and Foz due up, 2, 3, and 4 hitters. In a 1-run ball game. And again, thanks to the folks here at Del Valle to make sure that we were able to get the broadcasts on the air today, running a generator while they were getting the ballpark powered up. Brand new facility still under construction. Got the scoreboard up about the third or fourth inning of game number 1. But a beautiful day for baseball. 2 more coming up tomorrow. Eastview at noon. And then tomorrow night, Westlake over at Westlake. close out the tournament. I think it's against Weiss on Saturday, right back out here in Del Valle. Mother Nature permitting, as Diego Mendez will step in. Sacrifice bunt back in the first inning. First pitch from Hubbard, in there at the knees for call strike one. Pushes him off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. That ball ripped out into right field for a base hit. So leadoff single for Mendez. That'll bring up Jacob Lopez. He had an infield single back in the first inning. Wheel and throw, a little high. But Freeman tracks it down. Pitch from Hubbard, outside, just misses, ball 1. One 0 pitch. Inside 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Right down the pipe for strike 1. Two-one pitch. Hit the center field, but playing it perfectly was Jack Nelson. Gets to it quickly, hauls it in for the first out of the inning. One away, Mendez retreats back to first for Julian Foz. So here's Faz stepping in with 1 out, 1 aboard. Slow roll off the glove of Hubbard. And recovering in time was Clayton Moore. So a 1-4-3 put out to retire Faz for the second out of the inning. On the play, Mendez moves up to second base. So 2 outs now, runner at second. And that'll bring up Jordan Rico. Good awareness there by Moore. Realizing he had time, Faz not the fastest player on the Del Valle team. So the Vipers not panicking when the ball came off the glove of Hubbard. That ball off the glove. And everybody's going to be safe. Snap throw down to third. That's going to go into the dugout, and that's going to allow the run to score. That's an unnecessary error right there. Great effort by Connor Freeman. Laid out, tipped off of his glove. Moore picked it up. Nobody was over at first because the ball got to him so quickly, so you can't help that. Mendez had moved over to third base, but then they tried to throw behind Mendez at third, and the throwing error allows the second run of the ball game to score. So a single for Rico. And the error moves him up to second base. 2 outs, runner at second, 2-0 for Pedro Gutierrez. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gutierrez. Hit by a pitch in the second. 1-1 pitch. Beautiful. Off speed in there for a strike. 1-2. That's what these early tournament games are for, to work out the kinks. 1-2 pitch with 2 away. Up over his head, and the count 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Pedro Gutierrez. Hubbard comes set, the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. So nice job by Tyler Hubbard in the inning for the Del Valle Cardinals. They pick up a second run. They get it on 2 hits, helped out by an error, and 1 runner left on base. So we have played through 3. We will go to the 4th inning. 2-0 now, Del Valle on top. You are watching VANDEGRIFT VIPERS Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
Umpire seeing something he doesn't like in the Viper dugout, gets it all squared away. And here we go. Hubbard to lead off the 4th inning. Takes the first pitch at the knees, called strike 1. That brushes him back. The count evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Down low, 2-1. Vipers, no runs, 4 hits and an error. Del Valle, 2 runs on 5 hits. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Hubbard. Lays off the pitch up high, and the count goes 3-1. Three-one pitch. Right down the pipe, and the count goes full to Hubbard. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Mendez popped up straight back overhead. We'll see if the ballpark will hold it here. And a nice job by the catcher, Christian Mendoza, as the wind blows it back into play. And Hubbard is out for out number 1. That'll bring up Clayton Moore, bunt single in the second inning. Moore steps in here with 1 out and the base is empty. Pitch up high, ball 1. High and away, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. At the lettuce for a strike, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Throwing bunt, gets it down. It's a good one. Good looking bunt. They don't even have a play. Well done by Clayton Moore. His second bunt single of the ball game. And with 1 out and 1 aboard, that'll bring up Connor Freeman. Freeman slapped a single to right his last at bat. Pitch down low, ball 1. Vipers mastering the art of small ball. Kind of a lost art. That ball 1 hops. Good block behind the plate by Mendoza. Head down the street to Concordia University and Tommy Boggs' Concordia Tornadoes. You want to see how small ball is played. 2 balls, no strikes to Freeman. That's enough for a strike. 2-1. Snap throw down to first, but the runner gets back. Time is called. Cedar Park up over Alice, 10-1, going to the top of the 7th inning down in Corpus Christi. Game 1 of their tournament down there. Another game coming up against Del Rio later tonight. Swung on, foul back to the screen, 2-2. And again, good luck to the Cedar Park Lady Timberwolves girls basketball team in the state semifinals tonight against Corpus Christi, or against College Station. We'll have that broadcast for you on Vype Live tonight, starting at about 7 o'clock or so. Trying to go back-to-back as state champions. 2-2 to Freeman. Spins him off the plate, and the count goes full. Big pitch here early for this Vipers. Trying to get a second base runner. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Connor Freeman. There goes the runner on 3-2. And the called strike 3. The throw down, not in time. It'll be a stolen base. But Freeman is out on strikes. 2 outs now. Moore at second. And that'll bring up Cade Cunningham. So Moore at second, 2 outs now for Cunningham. 0 for 1, struck out in the second. Check swing foul, back to the screen, strike 1. Off speed, floats off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Way up high, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Diego Mendez on the hill for the Del Valle Cardinals brings a 2-1 pitch, and it's up high, ball 3. Hitters count 3-1 to Cunningham. That ball slapped out in the right field for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner around. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it's up the line, and the Vipers are on the board, 2-1. RBI single to the right off the bat of Cade Cunningham. And Moore thrown out at home plate in the second inning. They try it again. This time he scores easily, and it's 2-1 Del Valle, but the Vipers are on the board. So 2 outs, runner at first for Jack Nelson. Swing and a miss, strike 1. There goes the runner off of first, in there for a called strike. The throw down to second. It is not in time. They're going to call him out. That's going to draw a visit. As Cunningham allegedly caught stealing to retire the side. But in the inning for the Vipers, they do pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors, nobody left on base. We're halfway through this one. We'll keep it here, go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. New score now, 2-1. And for Del Valle here in this 4th inning, the bottom of their order, Velasquez, Lara, and Rodriguez due up, 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Tyler Hubbard on his 4th inning of work, unofficially 49 pitches through the first 3. Scattered the 5 hits, struck out 3, hasn't walked anybody, did hit a batter. But a pretty decent performance by Hubbard. Now just trying to keep it to a 1-run game. Defense looks the same from what I can see from here. Shaddix, Nelson, and Cunningham, your outfield left to right. Thomason, Baker, Moore, and Freeman, the infield third to first. Hudson Lilly remains behind the plate. And Tyler Hubbard working his 4th inning to square off against Roberto Velasquez, who singled and scored in the 2nd. Checks the swing, called a strike anyway. Strike 1 to Velasquez. Swing and a miss as he waves at that one. Strike 2. Cedar Park defeating Alice 10-1 in their game number 1. McNeil leading Elgin 2-1 after 3 innings of play. That one poked, cut off by the shortstop. The throw to first pulls him off the bag. Nice job by Baker covering ground. But the throw unfortunately pulls Freeman off the bag. And Velasquez is aboard. That'll bring up Brandon Lara. Shows bunt, gets it down to the right side. Hubbard's got it. And he'll take the sure play again. Now they're going to try to go over to third. The throw coming in. And they are going to get him a double play in unconventional fashion. So it was going to be a sacrifice bunt from Laura. Hubbard picked it up clean to get the sacrifice for the first out of the inning. But Velasquez, thinking that maybe Landon Thomason had drifted too far off at third, tried to go over to third base. Nothing doing. Freeman fires a strike to Thomason covering. And the 3-5 double play. So 1-3-5 officially, I guess. Sacrifice Laura with the sacrifice bunt. Now it's 2 away, bases empty. That was crazy. 1-0 the count to Rodriguez with 2 outs. In there for a strike. So the 1-3 sacrifice worked, but the Cardinals pushed their luck. And the count now 2-1 to Rodriguez. An RBI single in the second inning. That ball slapped into center field, and that's going to get in there for a base hit. How important was that runner the Vipers got rid of just a moment ago? Instead of it being a 3-1 ball game, it's now just 2 outs and a runner at first base. Back to the top of the order we go to Diego Sandoval. Sandoval 1 for 2 in the ball game, singled in the first inning. Off speed up high, ball 1. I mentioned Cedar Park McNeil scored. Dripping Springs defeating Canyon Lake in the early game this morning, 6-5. They're heading down to San Antonio for a second game tonight. Down low, the count 2-0. Two and 0 the count to Sandoval. Popped up out of play. Vandergrift, Cedar Park, McNeil, Dripping Springs, Liberty Hill, Bowie, St. Michael's, Regents, Elgin, Manor, New Tech, Woodlands Christian out of Houston. 3 schools from Birdville ISD, all part of the Vype Live family for baseball and softball this year. Pflugerville ISD. Two balls and a strike to Sandoval. Oh, and Eastview just signed up this morning. Georgetown Eastview joining the family. There goes the runner off at first. They got him picked off. And they're going to get him easily. The 1-4 caught stealing as Rodriguez tried to get a jump. But he got himself out of no man's land, and the Vipers pick him off easily. So it started out as a promising inning for Del Valle. And we play through 4. We will go to the 5th inning. Vipers still just trailing it by 1. You're watching Vandergrift Vipers Baseball on Vype Live.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
Del Valle with 1-1 in the second, 1-1 in the third. Vipers got one of them back last inning. And hopefully will surge into the lead here in the fifth inning as Nelson steps in to lead it off. And takes the first pitch in there, called strike one. Nelson tried to bunt his way aboard in the second, was thrown out on a nice play by Mendez. Swinging away this one time, taps it down the first base side. And that's going to be called a fair ball, so it'll be 3 unassisted. Nelson is out for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Simon Baker. He is 1 for 1 with an infield single in the third. That one fouled back to the screen, strike one. Should have a little bit better vantage point tomorrow at both ECU and Westlake. A more traditional view for you. Pitch up high. 1-1. One pitch. Stays up high and outside, and the count 2-1 to Baker. Two-one pitch. Inside corner at the letters, and the count evens up 2-2 to the Viper shortstop. Two-two. That ball ripped down the third base side, and that's a fair ball. That's going to roll to the corner. Baker's riding first, heading for second. And he's going to pull up there with a one-out double into the left field corner, and the Vipers have the tying run aboard. So one out, runner at second base. Back to the top of the order we go to Braden Buchanan. Popped up right side. That might be deep enough to move the runner over. Caught by the right fielder, but the throw coming in quickly. And Buchanan flies out to right for out number 2. 2 outs now. With Baker still stuck at second base, that'll bring up Gavin Shaddix. Shaddix single, also reached out a fielder's choice in the third inning. Looking for a clutch 2-out single to tie this one up, and the pitch up high, ball one. Just misses outside, 2-0. Hitter's pitch coming. 2 balls, no strikes. Down low, ball 3. Landon Thomason on deck. Taken all the way at 3-0, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Shaddix. The tying run at second, go-ahead run at first with 2 away for Landon Thomason. 0 for 2 in the game. First pitch to Thompson. In there, called strike one. Normally playing first base, moved across the diamond over to the hot corner for this game. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Thompson digging in with 2 strikes. That ball hit the dead away center field. But going back and making the catch in shallow center field is a second baseman, Jacob Lopez, to retire the side. Vipers get a minor threat going. They get it on no runs and 1 hit. The double by Baker. No errors, 2 runners left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of the 5th inning, still down by 1. You're watching Vandegrifts Vipers Baseball and Vype Live. Welcome back to Del Valley. New pitcher on the hill for the Vandegrifts Vipers, Austin Spielas, will take over pitching duties in relief of Tyler Hubbard. Hubbard, a nice job. 4 innings of work. Gave up the 2 runs on 3, 5, 6 hits. Struck out 3, didn't walk anybody, did hit a batter. Threw about 60 pitches through the first 4 innings of work. Spielas doing a nice job out in Dripping Springs last week. Looking around to see if everybody else has stayed put. Looks like they have. Still looks like Shaddix, Nelson, and Cunningham the outfield left to right. Thomason, Baker, Moore, Freeman the infield third to first. Hudson Lilly remains behind the plate. And Spielas should be facing the top of the order. Diego Sandoval should be leading it off. He was up at the plate when Del Valle kind of ran themselves out of an inning last inning. It is Sandoval. First pitch from Spielas. High inside, ball 1. Spielas an RBI at the plate in the first game. At the knees for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Just misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. Two, 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Pulled the string on that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And time is called. The 2-2 pitch. Just a little high, and the count goes full. Just a perfect day at the ballpark. Totally different from what we were dealing with last weekend. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Down low, ball 4. And Sandoval works him for a walk. So that'll bring up the pitcher, Diego Mendez. He already has 1 sacrifice to his credit today. Would expect to see him try to do the same thing here. Also singled and scored in the 3rd. Infield charging, pitch up high, ball 1. Hudson Lilly and Spiel is going to have a little conversation. You'll get a good look at Landon Thompson charging from third base. Freeman holding the runner at first. And now time is called. Coach wants to gather his defense together and figure things out. Wind kicking up a little bit, kicking some dust from all the construction going on. Get a little hazy out in the outfield. The entire ballpark carpeted, including the base paths around home plate, even the pitcher's mounds, and none of the dirt coming from that. It's all coming from the construction areas going on around the ballpark. Umpire going to come out and move things along here a little bit. Email is open, voiceofthevipers@gmail.com. If you want to give a shout out to your favorite player on either side. So all the conversations are over, and we're back to baseball. 1 ball, no strikes to Diego Mendez. Sandoval standing on first base with nobody out here in the Del Valle 5th inning. And now another visit. We might have a pitching change. So a pitching change. As trotting in from the Viper dugout is M.D. Connor. Connor pitching 2 solid innings in the first game to pick up the win. Daniel Farrell looked excellent in the first game as well. You don't see that very often, a long conversation, and then we're getting ready to play again, and the coach or manager will come out and make a change. So Connor, after a break of about, an hour and 20 minutes or so, returns to the hill, trying to pick up where he left off. These games are timed. They are on a clock as far as I know. We got it away at 2:30, 3:45, so we still have plenty of time. We're playing here in the 5th inning. Connor in the first game, I mentioned, went 2 innings. Through 27 pitches, 18 of those for strikes, 9 balls. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 1. Didn't give up any hits or runs. Gave up 1 hit, no runs. Faced 1 over the minimum. So here we go, M.D. Connor taking over. Inherits a 1-0 count to Diego Mendez with a runner at first. And that pitch in there called strike one. Again, a sacrifice situation probably for Mendez. But showing like he's going to swing away, and that pitch is in there for a call strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So now we'll see what he does with 2 strikes on him, but the bunt's still on. Infield backing up. Thomason going back to his normal spot. Connor steps off the hill. Mendez digs back in. The 1-2 pitch. Just missed down low, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Down low, ball 3. Big pitch coming here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner at first. Slow tap. He's got it. Back to short for 1 to throw to first. In time for the double play. 1-6-3 double play. MD Connor back to Simon Baker. Took the slide, fired a strike over to Connor Freeman. And it's 2 outs, bases empty. So 2 outs, bases empty, and that'll bring up Jacob Lopez. This Viper defense has been solid. Lopez 1 for 2, an infield single in the first. And the pitch in there called strike 1. High and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Just misses up high, 2-1. Well, the sun's about to be a pain in the butt for us here. 2 balls and a strike. At the knees, called strike 2. Been slowly going over behind the grandstand. It's been great because it's been covered, but it's about to settle down below the roof of the grandstand and about to make it hard to see the computers. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Lopez is out on strikes to retire the side. Looked ominous at first, but the Vipers get out of it. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We played through 5. We'll go to the 6th. Still down by 1. You're watching Vandegrifft Vipers Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
New third baseman, it looks like, for the Cardinals. That is number 13, Andre Cerna, over at third base. He can also pitch. And pinch hitter here for Tyler Hubbard, this is M.D. Connor. Pitcher batting for the pitcher. So Connor's first at bat here of the ball game. And it's quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Just misses outside in the count, 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Inside, ball two. Two balls, two strikes. Down low, ball three. Nice job by Connor. Fell behind in the count, 0-2. Now he's worked it full with Clayton Moore on deck. Three balls, two strikes. Oh, they call that a strike. Holy cow. Wow. One away. That'll bring up Clayton Moore. That pitch was way up high and away. So the Vipers victimized by a shaky strikeout there. That'll bring up Clayton Moore. He's reached twice. Bunt single both times. That ball slapped into the air to the right side. But right into the waiting clutches of Jacob Lopez. And they're quickly two away here in the Viper half of the sixth inning. That'll bring up Connor Freeman, 1 for 2 in the game. Down low, ball one. 2 outs, base is empty. Swung on, fouled out of play to the left side. And the count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. That ball ripped up the middle for a base hit. The Vipers have the tying run aboard with 2 away. Cade Cunningham with a 2-out RBI single in the 4th inning. Let's see if he can do it again. Cunningham 1 for 2. Freeman aboard at first base, and the pitch at the knees called strike 1. Off speed stays up high. That looked like a better pitch than the one that retired Connor. 1 ball, 1 strike. Poked to the right side and out of play in the count 1-2. Jackson Lure set to pinch hit here if Cunningham can keep the inning alive. Pitch up high, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the 6th. Runner at first base. Need 1 to tie it. That ball poked in the air to the right side, pretty well tagged, but it's going to hang up. And the right fielder, Ben Rodriguez, is there to haul it in and retire the side. So in the inning for the Vipers, no runs on one hit, no errors, home run left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 6, still down by 1, 2-1. Connor will stay on the hill. And he will face the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Coach still talking to the umpire about that called strike. Change to the tenor of the entire inning. All right, there we go. Got my book caught up. Pretty good pitching performance by Diego Mendez for Del Valle. We'll talk about that more in the next half inning. As Julian Files will step in, 0 for 2. Struck out looking, hit into a 1-4-3 put out. In the third inning, takes the first pitch in the call strike 1 from M.D. Connor. Foul tip, and the count quickly 0-2. It'll be 8-9-1 due up for the Vipers in the 7th inning as they try to pull this one out of the fire, hoping to be down by just 1. As that one's fouled back to the screen, the count remains 0-2 to Foz. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Connor recording his second strikeout of the ball game. One away for Jordan Rico. That pitch in there, called strike 1. Rico 1 for 2, struck out in the second, single in the third, and that pitch way up high, and the count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. Connor working quickly, the 1-1 pitch, and that one got a piece of him. So Rico aboard, and that'll bring up Pedro Gutierrez with a courtesy runner going to come in here for Rico. This is Michael Salas running. So Salas, a runner for Rico at first base with 1 out. And here's Gutierrez stepping in. He was hit by a pitch in the second. Also struck out in the third. So 0 for 1 officially. Pitch down low, ball 1. Swung on, rip foul up against the screen. The count evens up 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Foul straight back in the count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Gutierrez. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Snap throw down to first. They got him hung up. And they're going to put on the tag. 1-3-6 to get out of the inning. So the 2-3-6 put out retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. The hit by pitch doesn't hurt anything. We played through 6. We will go to the 4th and be right back. You are watching VANDEGRIFT Baseball and Vype Live.
Become a Vype insider today. Access breaking news in high school sports. Enjoy premium articles and exclusive coverage written by expert analysts, and watch exclusive videos, documentaries on programs in your area. It's only $2.99 a month if you subscribe for the monthly plan. If you go for the yearly plan, it rounds out to just $1.99 a month. It costs you only $24 a year to get all of your Vype news throughout the entire year. Subscribe today. What are you waiting for? It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Become a Vype insider. $2.99 a month, $23.99 for the whole year. Hey, it's Vype. We will see you at the games.
All right, here we go to the top half of the 7th inning. And it will be again the pinch hitter Jackson Lures to lead it off. Simon Baker on deck. We'll see if there are any changes. New pitcher on the mound for Del Valle. It is Andre Cerna. I mentioned he might come in and pitch. I saw him pitch out at Liberty Hill the other night. Came in as a third baseman last inning. He takes over pitching duties for Del Valle, and we'll try to see who's that. It is out at third base in his spot. Number 17. That's Lopez. So Lopez has moved over from second to third. So who's over at second? Looks like number 3. I have that for you here in just a second. Aiden Velasquez. All right. Outfield remains the same from what I can tell. Brandon Lara, Pedro Gutierrez, and Ben Rodriguez. The first pitch here to Lures is down low, ball 1. Jacob Lopez, Diego Sandoval, Aiden Velasquez, and Julian Foz, your new infield third to first. Christian Mendoza behind the plate, and Andre Cerna on in relief of Diego Mendez, who pitched a heck of a ball game for Del Valle. And that ball hit in the air deep to the right field side. That is going to be into the corner for a fair ball. Lewis is going to round first, headed to second, and he will slide in there with a leadoff single, or his leadoff double. So just like that, the tying run is at second base with nobody out. And Simon Baker will step in. Baker 2 for 2, infield single and a double. Shows bunt and bunts it foul. Strike 1, nice idea. No balls, 1 strike to Baker. At the very least, you want to get it to the right side. Get that runner over to third base. Joe's bunt again. Pulls it back and the ball gets away. So Lures moves up to third base on the wild pitch. That puts the bat back in Baker's hand. And with nobody out, they've got 3 chances now to get at least a tying run in. One ball, one strike to Baker. Shows bunt and takes that one for a strike. 1-2 as the infield end at the corners to try to keep that tying run away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside, ball 2. Two and two. That's in there for called strike 3. And Baker is out for the first out of the inning. 1 away, back to the top of the order we go to Braden Buchanan. Buchanan 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd inning. Curveball stays inside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Pitch up high, ball 2. Gavin Shattuck's on deck. That ball lined into left field for a base hit. We've got a tie ball game. So Braden Buchanan with the RBI single to the left, and we've got a 2-2 ball game. That one hit on a rope. Lure's able to score easily. And a 2-2 ball game. The go-ahead runner at first base for Shaddix with just 1 away. McNeil leading Elgin now 8-1. Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner here for Buchanan. Try to get a little more speed on the base pass. That's Beckett Kramer running. So Kramer running for Buchanan with just 1 out here. And a 2-2 game. So here we go. Shattuck steps in. 0 for 2. Reached on a walk and a fielder's choice. Pokes that one in the air to the right side. Pretty well tagged, but it's going to hang up. And hauling it in is the right fielder, Ben Rodriguez. Runner has to retreat at first base. Now 2 away. 2 outs now for Landon Thomason. Thomason looking for his first hit of the ball game, 0 for 3. How about a gapper? Ooh, way out in front of that one. Strike 1. Snap throw down to first. Runner just does get back. I think Kramer thought that ball might be getting past Mendoza. Got himself kind of out in no man's land. Fortunate enough to get back. 0-1 the count now to Thomason. Popped up straight back. It'll get out of play. And the count 0-2. McNeil defeats Elgin 11-1 in 5 innings for their first win of the season. No balls, 2 strikes. That ball slapped into left field for a base hit. The inning is alive. And a go-ahead run is in scoring position with 2 away. Tyler Hubbard will bat again. Hubbard lifted for Connor last inning, but now back in. Kramer at second, Thompson at first. Hubbard 0 for 2 in the game, starting pitcher. Couple of good games. First game, 0-0 into the 6th inning before VANDEGRIFT put on a 6-run rally to take that one 6-0. This one 2-2 here in the 7th. Ooh, turned on it and ripped it foul. Wow. Just a little out in front of that one. Strike 1. Pretty clean baseball for this early in the season. Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on, foul tipped. That one dinging the face mask of Mendoza. But now, Hubbard behind in the count 0-2. Clayton Moore on deck if Hubbard can keep the inning alive. No balls, 2 strikes. Down low, good job by Mendoza to block that one to keep it from going back to the screen. 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. So the inning is over, but the Vipers tie it up. They get the one-tying run on 2 hits. No errors. They leave 2. We'll go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. And with the time rules in effect, this might be the last half inning. Hopefully you get out of here still tied. And for Del Valle in the bottom of the 7th inning, it'll be their bottom of the order due up. 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Velasquez, Lara, and Rodriguez due up. New pitcher in here for VANDEGRIFT. This is Simon Baker to close it out. Fourth Viper pitcher of the ball game. Looks like Lures has gone out to left field from what I can see. Lily remains behind the plate. And at shortstop is Gavin Shaddix. Moore stays at second. Freeman stays at first. Cunningham remains in right. And I think that's still Jack Nelson in center. I'm not sure about that one. Need him to turn around. That's not Jack Nelson. Let me see who that is. 18 would be Peyton Grimm out in center field. All right, so let me reset that for you. The new outfit for the Vipers, Jackson Lewis, Peyton Grimm, and Cade Cunningham, your outfield left to right. New infield, Landon Thomason, Gavin Shaddix, Clayton Moore, and Connor Freeman. Hudson Luther remains behind the plate, and Simon Baker moves in from shortstop to take over pitching duties here in the bottom half of the 7th inning in a 2-2 ball game. He's going to face Andre Cerna to lead it off. The new third baseman turned pitcher. So Cerna's first at bat here in the ball game. And here we go in the bottom of the 7th, all knotted up at 2 apiece. The first pitch from Baker, the right-hander. Just a little low, ball 1. At the letters for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. High inside, ball 2. The 2-1 pitch. Just misses. It must have been outside. It looked like the right height. But the count 3-1 now to Cerna. Three-one pitch. Down low, ball 4, and the winning run is aboard. So that'll bring up Brandon Lara. Reach on the fielder's choice in the 2nd. Sacrifice bunt in the 4th. Look for him to put one down. Thomason in at the corners at third base. Shows bunt, pulls it back in the call, strike 1. Snap throw down to first from Lilly, but the runner is back. A 1 pitch, shows bunt again, pushes it foul up the right side. And the count quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Lara. The pitch from Baker. Curveball bends in. Oh! Oh, wow. Vipers fans wanted that call. They don't get it. 1-2. That was a nasty pitch. 1-2. High inside, 2-2. Two and two, the count to Lara. Baker working from the stretch. On its way. Tap foul. Lara gets a piece of it to hang alive. Two balls, 2 strikes. And time is called. The 2-2 pitch from Baker. Check the swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Call strike 3. So Lara is out on strikes. Couldn't stay off the high one. One away now for Ben Rodriguez. big strikeout for Baker, but still work to do. Winning run still at first in the form of Cerna, but now one away. Baker pivots off the mound, nothing doing. Swung on, fouled back to the screen, strike one. Rodriguez has been a tough out, 2 for 2 with a couple of singles and an RBI. Not bad for the number 9 hitter. The pitch up high, and the county was up 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. That ball slapped in the air to left field, and it's going to drop in there for a base hit. Runner had to hold up to make sure it wasn't going to get caught. But now the winning run is in scoring position with just 1 away. And back to the top of the order we go to Diego Sandoval, as Rodriguez 3 for 3 on the afternoon. Sandoval will step in. 1 for 2, also reached on a walk. Pitch up high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Swung on, good cut, fouls it back to the screen. Vipers trying to force an 8th inning, time permitting. Del Valle trying to end it here in the 7th. One ball, 1 strike. And time is called. Lilly wanting to make sure that he and Baker are on the same page. The 1-1 pitch coming here to Sandoval. That ball hit in the air to right center field. That might be good enough to get the game home. Cut off by the right fielder. The throw coming in, and it is not going to be in time. The ball game is over. Diego Sandoval with a hard hit RBI single to the right field to score Andre Cerna, and Del Valle wins it here 3-2. So the walk-off home run, and Del Valle gets a win here over the VANDEGRIFT VIPERS by the final score of 3-2. We'll take a break, be back to kind of put everything back together here for you, get you the final numbers, talk about what's coming up tomorrow, and be back to close it up from Del Valle. You've been watching VANDEGRIFT VIPERS Baseball on the Vype Live Broadcast Network.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests, while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today. What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
All right, a couple of good ball games in the books here from Del Valle High School. The Vipers get the win in the first one and take the hard luck loss here in the second one, 3-2. Del Valle with the win. Very unofficial numbers here. First for the Cardinals, 3 runs on 8 hits, couple of errors, 6 runners left on base for Del Valle as they improve now to 1-3. They'll stick around here and take on Bilton in the third game tonight, which we will not have for you here on Vype Live. For the VANDEGRIFT Vipers, 2 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors, 8 runners left on base. Just couldn't quite string them together in the right order. Vipers now dropped to 3-2 on the young season and 1-1 in this tournament play. But a very good game, good afternoon of baseball. 2 very entertaining games. Vipers beating a very good Belton team, Belton team 6-0 in game number 1. And then dropping the nightcap here 3-2. We'll have 2 more for you tomorrow. First from Eastview High School. Our newest Vype Live client will be at Eastview tomorrow as the Vipers take on the Eastview Patriots. That'll be at noon o'clock, and then we'll pack it up and head down to Westlake for the nightcap tomorrow night against the Westlake Chaparrals. And then game number 5 of the tournament will be Saturday afternoon. I forget what time it is. It might be 2:30 or so, but it's on Saturday afternoon against Pflugerville Weiss before opening up district play on Tuesday night against the Round Rock Dragons. And again, those games will not be pay-per-view. District games and the regular season non-district games will not be on pay-per-view. Is that 2 o'clock? Oh, noon this Saturday. Okay, thank you. Noon on Saturday against Weiss. I knew it was either noon or 2:30. I just couldn't remember. I've got the schedules for about 12 different teams in my head right now. So tomorrow at noon and 7, and then at noon again on Saturday, right back here at Del Valle, I believe, against the Weiss Wolves to close out the tournament. And again, on Tuesday night at Dragon Diamond against the Round Rock Dragons, all district and non-tournament games are not pay-per-view. Those will be for free on the VipeLive.com and Vype.com websites. It's just these tournament games that we're doing here on pay-per-view. But for now, that's going to do it. I want to thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast here this afternoon. Hope we help you pass the time a little bit. We'll be back with you tomorrow for 2 more games. Thanks to Linda Salvo, our QA, keeping an eye and an ear on everything. Our technical director, Cindy Vincott, helping us out. Jennifer Farrell and everybody with the Vipers Baseball Booster Club. My name is Merle Bertrand, signing